Thank you, sir. Today I want to address a critical issue impacting millions of families across India, the rising cost of education in metro cities and the deteriorating condition of government schools. Education is a fundamental right, yet for many it is becoming increasingly inaccessible. Recent surveys reveal that the Indian parents spend an average of Rs 40,000 to 2 lakhs annually at the LKG and nursery level, with costs going up to 2 lakhs rupees. Tier 1 cities. Additionally, families spend an average of 16,000 rupees per year on after-school education like tuition, coaching, etc. These costs put an immense financial burden on middle class and lower middle class, making quality education a privilege rather than a right. While private education costs soar, government schools, which are meant to provide affordable education, are failing in their purpose. The annual status of education report, Rural 2024, shows that the enrollment in government schools for children aged 6 to 14 has dropped from 72.9% in 2022 to 66.8% in 2024. This suggests the parents, even though struggling financially, prefer private schools over government institutions due to poor infrastructure, lack of trained teachers, and inadequate resources. Instead of being center of learning, many government schools are struggling with basic facilities like clean drinking water, functional classrooms, and digital education tools, etc. This forces parents into a difficult choice: either pay exorbitant fees for school fees or risk their child's future in underfunded government schools. Sir, to bridge this gap, the UPA government has brought in the Right to Education (RTE) Act in 2009, which includes an important provision that mandates 25% reservation for children from economically weaker section (EWS) and disadvantaged groups in private schools. This law ensures that underprivileged children have access to quality education alongside their peers from higher income backgrounds. However, in many states, implementation remains weak due to the poor monitoring and lack of awareness among parents. Schools often resist admitting EWS students, and financial reimbursement from the government are delayed. Strengthening the enforcement of this provision is crucial to making education more inclusive and reducing inequality. Recently, sir, in Hindu paper, our leaders, Congress CPP leader Sonia Gandhi ji has written about this.
Thank you.